Hello and welcome back to my channel. I decided to do yet another project. This is an oil rack. Well, I used it for essential oils, but you could use it for spices or knickknacks. If you're interested to see how we did that, keep on watching. Okay, so here's the schematics for it. We're measuring it out to see that it's the size I want. I actually just took a painting of my grandmother's and measured out the edges on it to get the size that I wanted. And this was, unlike the entertainment center, definitely a project that I relied on my husband to help me with. So here he is starting to cut the pieces of cedar. We decided to use cedar. This was a test cut. As you can see, the board in his right hand's pretty chewed up, so we just wanted to make sure that we were going to get it the way we wanted it. And here he's showing you what we did to sand down the sides. One of the sides of cedar was always much rougher than the others, so we had to do quite a bit of sanding. And here's a very cool, artistic, blurry shot of a beautiful piece of cedar I really thought y'all needed to see, apparently. And I apologize ahead of time in this video. There are several shots that are blurry, and I'm really unhappy with how that turned out, but we're still kind of trying to learn how to get that to autofocus. So any tips would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, so on the corners and with everything else, we used some wood glue and some 1-inch nails. And here he is hammering in a corner. So we did one nail, and here's the beginning or middle stage of the rack. But we did one nail in each board to start out with to let the glue dry. And here I am measuring that, and it was just a hair too long. So ever so slowly, I sanded down the end, because you don't want to over sand it and get it too short. But I'll tell you, that took a long time. And I think I got frustrated and David finally did it. Oh, and Branson as always. But this was over the course of a few days. So that's why I have different outfits on. My lack of makeup. Guys, this video is a mess. But I really wanted you guys to see how it turned out, because it was awesome. And I'm kind of sad that our project's over. But anyways, my hubby came to the rescue way too many times during this project, for sure. I would not have the completed product if he had not helped me. So here he is spreading out the glue in a nice thin, even layer. And then he will set it in there and put a nail on each end, like I said, just to hold it enough to let it dry. Later on in the video, I will go back and add more nails on either side to just make sure that it's really secure. I think, okay, so that's what I'm doing now, is I'm adding, hello, double chin. Anyways, I was adding more. Now I'm going over the final sanding. I'm making sure it's how I wanted it. And I probably could have just kept sanding. It really isn't as smooth as I wanted it, but I was at this point really impatient. So here we are putting on some keyhole hooks. And there he is showing how that works. He whittled away some of the wood so that it would sink down just a little bit, so it would sit more flush to the wall. Now here's some polyurethane, a gloss finish being put on. I didn't want a really heavy, high gloss finish, but I wanted a little bit of shine. So I really just ended up going in with a very thin layer. I wanted to keep that nice and even and thin. So that's all I did. See, there's only a little bit of shine to it, and that's exactly what I wanted. I may go back someday and change that, but for now, that's what I decided. So the house that we're in is really old and very unlevel, and everything is just a hot mess. Anyways, here is what else we did to keep it secure, since there are glass bottles sitting on an open shelf, is we added some double-sided tape to the tops and bottoms of it. I was clapping as I said that. Why? Because I needed to emphasize that. I don't know. Anyways, so we're peeling that off, and ended up, I did not seat it right the first time, and let me tell you, that double stick tape does its job, because my hubby had to pull it off the wall to reseat the screw that I had not properly set in its spot. So anyways, here we are. Also, we had a trouble with keeping it level because a couple of the boards that I got were very bowed, and I actually had to go back. Anyways, here is the finished product. Like I said, you could use it for spices, you could use it for oils. See, blurry. Anyways, you could really use it for whatever you wanted. Knickknacks. For my husband, it wasn't that difficult of a project. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people would be able to do this. It was relatively inexpensive. I think probably under $35, maybe $40 by the time it was all said and done. So I'm really happy with it. I had found an almost similar one, maybe a little bit smaller, on Etsy for $89. And I definitely understand that you are paying for the person's time that is making the item that you're looking at, but I'm so glad that I have a husband that could help me. That is one of my favorite oils. I was recently introduced to Eden's Garden by a really good friend and neighbor of mine. And that blend is called Guardian. It's very cinnamony, clovey. It's definitely more of a fall winter scent, but I love it. So I use it. See, it just makes me happy. And I was getting ready to go work out. So please ignore the lack of makeup, the double chin, and the workout clothes. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.